guys.
Thank you so much. It is so hard to sit here sometimes because I didn't come to Congress to write laws or to do things that are hurting people. I'm just asking if there's any decency or heart or courage on that side of the aisle. The fact that a woman was killed, she was shot in her head, and y'all are pretending like nothing happened. I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was? Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay. Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law. Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? A child. The child is not through. The child is not through.
This lady, man, she's showing empathy. Empathy, man. You got to have some type of empathy, man. And you people don't have that. And it's sad. You know, this lady, her life is gone. Her kids got to go without their mama now. You know what I mean? Because all y'all worried about is the job and then arresting somebody. And if it come to taking their life, then so be it. And y'all praise that. It's sad, man. Hurtful, bruh. When do the law start standing up for righteousness? You know, all y'all feeling righteous and just arrest all criminals. Innocent people can be criminals too, in y'all eyes. Sad, man. Man.
The child is not through, Mom. And y'all want to pretend that it is okay. I am asking if there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us and sent us to Congress. You tell us things like, well, the immigrants are bad. And so we got to get all these bills because the immigrants are the ones that are causing the harm. They're bringing the crime. The mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out.
He meant that.
Y'all are the ones. It is this administration that is bringing crime to their streets. That's what's happening.
It's the third incident where somebody has dropped an F-bomb in this committee, including a video.
I'm sorry.
Including a video that we
princess-
had to watch earlier.
Are your princess ears okay?
Is it profanity?
The committee's up here. The committee.
About the fact that a woman.
Are you soft?
House of Representatives.
The gentlelady. Are we offending your princess ears? Are they that soft?
Where's the respect?
Well, maybe some of the kids out there.
Mr. Chairman, it is the gentlelady's
We're killing them.
It is the gentlelady's time. Let's let her have her time.
It is the gentlelady's time. Would you stop the clock for a moment?
Stop interrupting her.
Okay, and
That was the quote.
I'll restore that. The chair will remind all members that the person controlling the time is not to be unreasonably interrupted. We would further admonish that whenever possible to express the full meaning of something, it be done so without an expletive that may be offensive to people here in the audience or those who watch this on television. I understand that a quote at times is essential, but I would admonish everyone that it has been the practice of this committee for the many years I've been here to use such things as F-bomb in order to get the message out without actually using the word. Notwithstanding that, the gentlelady will be recognized for this time plus an additional 20 seconds, the gentlelady may continue.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Long story short, we are sitting in judiciary and no one on that side of the aisle seems to care that this particular person, whose name we don't know at this point, became the judge, jury, and executioner. I don't know how you square that. And then we're sitting here literally in markup for a bail funds bill. When I first ran for office, it was in the midst of yet another lynching by law enforcement in Minneapolis. At that time, it was George Floyd. I remember working as a pro bono criminal defense attorney to help protesters that were being arrested. There were more than 600 protesters that were arrested in Dallas. There were churches that came together to make sure that there were bail funds. There were nonprofit organizations, and to explain how it works for bail, since we're in judiciary and we're writing the laws, and some people may not understand this, but those bail funds, those nonprofit organizations are not the ones that determine whether or not somebody gets bail. What they do is they help out poor people, which I know y'all are not interested in either.
Wow.
But they help out people that aren't rich and famous and have limitless amounts of money, like all of the Epstein defendants who somehow y'all can't find, even though y'all went and got Maduro. But it helps out those people to be able to get out of jail. Many of those people that if they spend just a couple of days in jail will then be thrust into straight up poverty because they will lose everything.
Everything.
Why it is that you want to criminalize people such as churches that are trying to help the poor because they understand what the Bible says, and they don't just say that they understand it or say that they love Jesus, but they decide that they actually put it into works because faith without works is dead. That is wrong too. And I'm here to tell you that there's going to be a lot of nonprofit organizations that are going to step up in this moment, because there are going to be protests around this entire country because of the state-sanctioned execution that we all saw unfold, unless there is some kind of justice that takes place and we get the name of that officer and that officer is prosecuted. So I ask that law enforcement, we have oversight over them. I am the oversight ranker. Let's go ahead. In fact, I make a motion that we have a hearing in the oversight subcommittee as it relates to this particular issue.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it right there. The officers murdered that girl. You know what I'm saying? You see how they been, see how so disrespectful they is in that council, in that meeting right there. One of them said their little comment, making a comment, you trying to protect your princess. You see how they getting at this? All over here, she feeling empty because of this life was taken slayingly by an officer. And it ain't right. But go to Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett channel. Go to Jasmine Crockett channel, man, for the rest of these videos, bruh. It's deep, bruh.